Morning, Jer.
Good morning, Jesse.
Third podcast.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm. You think this will be more charming
Yes.
of a podcast?
I think it will.
Wow, big expectations here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, should we dive into it?
Let's do it.
All right, we've been busy
Yeah.
trying to get this third podcast in this summer has been a little tough.
Yeah.
Let's see, 4th of July weekend was sweltering.
Yeah, it was.
My central air went out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was bad. And you had stuff to do. So you were out and about when I was trying to not melt my face off.
Yeah.
I did have a Twins game I went to.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Doubt they won.
They did not win.
I could have bet money on that.
Got that. Nailed it. Let's see, what did you do over the 4th of July? I think you also hid from the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty hot. This was not the place to be, nor
Yeah.
outside. And then it's all fixed now, by the way. Let's see, the weekend after we had Mallory's grad party here.
Yeah, that was cool.
So got to see a lot of people.
Yeah, I got to see my Florida family.
Yeah, Florida family. Uncle Steve,
Mm-hmm.
Barb, Beth, Ken, Kathy.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them for a bit.
Yeah, it was good to see them.
Yeah, see a lot of people. Let's see, what else did we do? We've been busy.
Yeah.
Last weekend, car show. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, of course.
Let's start off with some celebrity talk, though.
All right.
How does that sound?
That sounds good to me.
I figured we would, since it's July, we would hearken back to actually June of 2013 Summerland tour
Mm-hmm.
and talk a little music this time. One of the interesting things and why I say harken back to this time was this concert was a concert we had planned before you went and had your spinal fusion surgery
Yeah.
back in 2013. So
Mm-hmm.
this could have been, and almost was,
My last show.
like a last show, right?
Uh-huh.
So definitely wanted to make this show a good one. So the bands there were Everclear, Filter, and Sponge. Pretty 90s, but fantastic trio.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, I thought we'd just talk, since we're talking music, talk about venues, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think everybody probably is thinking about, and some people might think the venue's important, but for you it's a little bit more complicated or interesting than that.
Yes.
We always have to be mindful of the different venues that we go to.
Mm-hmm.
Some are good,
Yeah.
some are bad. So to you, what's a good venue?
You know, I went to recently in Light for staff.
First Ave, okay.
They hooked us up with chairs because my girlfriend called ahead of time
Okay,
and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be with a disabled dude."
all right, good job,
Let's-
First Ave.
Yeah, so they were like, "All right, we'll hook you up with chairs."
Hmm.
And so Alexis went, my sister, my girlfriend, and Bianca went, and we went and saw A1 Nation.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to do that with First Ave before, and they were like, forget that. So you and I have been in the thick of the people at
Yes.
First Ave before, so it depends on maybe who you get a hold of that day that they're going to be more
dang.
accommodating or not. So I
Did
was
you
pretty,
call ahead of time?
I did,
Wow.
yeah, so I was pretty impressed with Bianca being able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've tried it a few times, and
Wow.
we just have avoided shows there because they weren't very accommodating. So kudos to her for getting you guys some seats.
Dang.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
What else are you looking for when you're looking for a venue? So I mean,
Parking.
accessible seating is
Yeah.
one, right? In First Ave, I guess before I jump ahead, First Ave, they put you in some seats. Where were those seats?
They're right behind the sound stage.
Okay, so that's like a little elevated platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're
It's kind of right in front of the bar, though.
Okay, so bar, a lot of people, traffic
Yeah, behind us. Yeah,
behind you. Okay, and then your line of sight
it's good.
is
That's
good.
the part that I
Okay,
like
yeah, nice.
because you're above the people.
Yeah, because then a step down or a couple steps down is all of the
Yeah,
is the floor.
it's a floor.
Yeah. Okay.
It was basically where we were, but we had seats.
Yeah. Okay. And there's no bar in front of you, is there?
No.
Yeah. So you can go.
I
Yeah.
was surprised how many people in wheelchairs were there.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was like one of like 6,
Okay.
like a lot,
Interesting.
or maybe 4. Now that I look back, I feel like it was more like 4, but it was still, I don't know, more than 3 is a lot.
Line of sight is always important.
Yep.
Not having a lot of people around you,
Mhm.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
you are at a concert, so
Yeah. So you're gonna have
GA,
people.
right? Which we've got our fair share of stories on
Yeah. We'll have to,
concert incidents, right?
yeah.
Parking also important.
Yeah. That's what
Right,
I was
right.
thinking.
Man, do we have to traipse
Yeah. Do to travel.
right through heaven and hell to get to this damn thing, or
Yeah.
what? You know,
What
can
is
you get
trace?
in? Like trace through?
Oh, trace. Okay.
Yeah, trace through.
Thought I was learning a new word.
No.
I was like, me and the podcast would like to know.
Yeah, no.
Nope. I just can't hear.
Yeah, deaf.
Yeah.
Were you
Oops.
listening to Filter on the way in?
Yeah, I
Or
must
what?
have
Yeah,
been.
dang. Parking important.
Yep.
Anything else that you can think of?
Parking's important, line of sight, what the crowd situation is, and
Sometimes I feel you might be put into a spot and,
garbage can.
well, next to a garbage can where they try and squeeze you in, or, you know, the stage is here, but the seating's here, and it's like, okay, you know, you've got a
Maybe
bunch of
sideways,
you have a bunch of
yeah.
wheelchairs, and maybe everybody's not like able to look straight, or they're crooked like you,
Mhm.
you know, so you're trying to parallel park a car, but also come up with geometry, and it's not, you know, angled to the stage very well, but they're
Yeah.
trying to fit like 8 people in there or something
Yeah.
like that. That can be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice when they don't try and cram a bunch of people, but then also
Gotta fit people.
gotta fit people, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you don't want it limited to just a few, knowing that that can be a thing.
Yeah.
Also, having let's see, I had a thought there. When they try and pack people in was one thing, but then even getting through the crowd to your seats, that could be another thing.
Yeah, that was
right?
crazy at the music festival I went to. The yacht,
The yacht club.
Minnesota Yacht Club, getting to the deaf people and disabled people spot was really difficult.
Oh, because you were up front,
Yeah,
and they had a bazillion people there.
yeah,
Yeah, so that makes it pretty.
mhm,
That makes it pretty tough.
yeah,
Yeah. So this particular show was at the Myth,
yes,
and of the places, the Myth for me was probably the best accessible seating.
I agree.
They ushered you right in. You had a entryway off to the side, kind of by where they would usually sell some of the band stuff, right?
Mhm,
And then you're right up front, kind of a partitioned off area,
mhm,
not too many people. They also helped you figure out and arrange the space, but because you were up so close, your line of sight was really good. So you
yeah,
didn't have some of this jockeying for arrangement or whatnot, right? So
mhm.
definitely enjoyable.
And you park in a parking lot so that it fits all of our categories of
Right.
important.
And the lot usually had a lot of handicap parking,
Mhm,
right?
yeah,
And yeah, so if not, the mall's right there too. So you're
mhm,
gonna just park at the mall, and it's kind of a bummer they don't have regular shows there now.
yeah,
But it was really good at its peak. For
Yeah.
sure. So this was a big concert for you. Tell me what you thought about. Do you remember back in 2013? Way
I
back
do.
in 2013.
I do remember back in 2013.
This big show going into your spinal fusion surgery. So
Yeah.
what were your thoughts back then, if you can recall?
Well, I remember thinking, all right, this is my first time seeing all three of these guys. And I remember thinking, like, ooh, this could be my last show, too. You know, that was in the back of my mind. So I was like,
Was it?
It was.
Yeah.
A lot of things were, okay, it might be my last.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I had this weird feeling that this wasn't going to be a normal surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about it.
Yeah. But
Also-
it was more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we were planning on doing something beforehand. It was, you actually asked,
Mm-hmm.
like, I want to do something fun beforehand. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're like, well, we always do stuff, so yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But you're like, no, let's make it good,
Yeah.
right? So,
Mm-hmm.
so I knew something for me, what I recall is I remember something was on your mind. So,
Mm-hmm.
so what was on your mind?
You know, it might be my last hurrah. So
Mhm.
let's make it count.
Okay.
Because,
And
you know, that's one of the things that I think a lot of us take for granted when we go to shows or concerts. We think, you know, I'll just go there, and sometimes you might be on your phone and stuff, and you're not really paying attention to it. And really, you want to take just take a moment and realize, hey, this might be my last concert.
yeah,
Or it might be, you know, the person that I'm with's last concert. You never know, you know.
or on the less dark side, maybe, is you can meet somebody at the show
Yeah.
and that's your song,
Mhm.
right? But you have to be open to the atmosphere to really soak it all in,
Yeah.
right? So get off your phones. Is that what our
Yeah,
message
get off
is?
your phones.
Yeah.
Quit listening to the podcast during a show.
Yeah.
Listen to it at home.
Only on the crapper, guys.
Yeah, only on
Yeah.
the crapper.
Or while you're working remotely.
Yeah, or driving.
Yeah. Driving. That's okay. You
Yeah.
can drive and
Podcast,
listen.
yeah.
Or while you're working. That's
Yeah,
cool.
while you're working school.
It's good to have something on in the background. I feel
Yeah,
like
there's lots of
I'm
times
productive,
to listen to
right,
the
right.
podcast,
but not when you should be living life
Yeah.
to the fullest, right?
Mhm.
Okay. That's a good message.
It is.
Wow. Okay, I'll take it. Being that it was an important show for you, Everclear had a pre-show thing that you could sign up for. So they did a few songs that were like acoustic songs.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
yeah, it was awesome, right?
Yeah.
And there was maybe a dozen of us at,
Mhm.
at the thing, so it was pretty intimate.
Yeah.
So getting to talk with the guys from Everclear was pretty
Mhm.
dope, right?
Yeah. Everybody was like, "Is it cool you're with your dad?"
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I get that a lot, right?
Mhm.
Where people will talk to you guys, talk to my kids, right?
Mhm.
And they're like, "Oh, who'd you bring with you?" And they're like, "Yeah, my dad." So I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet.
And then usually you guys were like, "Well, someone had to pay." Actually, that's just Alexis. Probably another story for another time. But yeah. Okay, so we have this acoustic set. Tell me about that.
I don't remember what songs they did, but I remember liking it.
Yeah,
Do you remember what songs they played?
they did kind of the main ones. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah. Santa Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, acoustic was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really cool talking to them, and I remember the Native American guy was really quiet,
Yeah.
but everyone else was really talkative.
I wish we could play songs, from, but
Mhm.
that whole copyright business.
Yeah, it's so
Sucks so
confusing.
bad. What else do you remember from? Do you remember them interacting with you?
I do. I just remember the one guy was really quiet, and everyone else was really talkative.
Yeah. Who do you remember being quiet? I don't
I
remember.
think he was Native American.
I don't know.
was really tan.
Dang, JR.
uh,
Yeah. We're going to have to figure that one out, JR. You might have racism, bro.
oh no.
I mean, Art was good to you, is what I remember.
Yeah,
Right? Like, Art came over,
he was really
had
cool.
a pretty good conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just talked music a little bit. And,
He talked about his kid.
yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Which, it's always good to get their perspective and just their excitement before the show. So it was interesting for me to see at least them come out and they're kind of low key, kind of getting ready,
Yeah.
A little pre-game acoustic set is pretty cool. And then that they're gonna come out and electrify the set. So it was pretty good. But band seemed down to earth.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they go into the show. Sponge opens up.
That was cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I'm not familiar with Sponge at all. Well, but I know, they're one hit.
Yeah, which is probably the one that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Right. And everybody right now is like, they're thinking SpongeBob, right? Like, oh dang,
Which
what was
they did do a SpongeBob.
Tell them, right?
Yeah. They did a SpongeBob episode.
Right.
It was awesome.
What was in the episode?
I'm trying to remember. What was in the episode? Basically, it was like a music video with a parrot and like puppets of SpongeBob, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember really.
Pretty clever though.
Yeah.
They had 2 songs, by the way.
Okay.
It was Plowed and Molly, or 16 Candles.
Okay.
Those were like the 2 bangers from Sponge. And in between sets, like during they were playing, you got a from Vinny, the lead singer.
Okay.
And then in between sets, do you remember him coming up and talking to you?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd that go?
That was cool. He's like, hey, you're here with your dad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember him talking, and I think he was like wanting to talk to you though, the most.
Yeah. What I recall was he came over and he's like, hey, you enjoying yourself? Talking to you.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, who are you here with? Who's your help? Right? And you were like, no, it's actually my dad.
Yeah.
And he's like, no way. That's pretty cool. And you were telling him that we go to a lot of shows and we enjoy going to music together.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, you're a pretty lucky guy, right?
Yeah.
So then he left and came back. And do you remember what he came back with?
No.
Well, I just so happened to have brought it today. little visual here. Brought you a CD. Do you remember what the CD says on here? So he autographed the CD. And what does it say?
JR, Dad is cool.
Yes. So if you're ever wondering how Vinny D thinks about me, he made it implicitly clear that you have a cool dad.
Yeah,
so
you can't argue with Vinny.
Here we are, plowed. How many years later? 12 years later. So, yeah. But that wasn't the last of the evening, right?
No.
He told us to stay tuned. That Filter would be coming out next.
Yeah.
And that he'd make sure that they also popped over and said hey to us, right? So Filter goes out.
They come out to their big hit, right?
No, it wasn't a big hit. It was something from, I think they did something for The Great Gatsby.
I think that's their big hit.
No.
You don't think that's their big hit?
Hey Man, Nice Shot.
That's not their big hit.
He-Man Nice Shot is their big hit, dude.
No, the Great Gatsby one's like.
You don't even know the name of the song. I'll look it up while you're. Go ahead, elaborate.
No.
No. We can't
Well, I
have
know,
like
but
dead.
I know we
We can't have dead
silence.
silence here.
I
But
figured
come
I'd
on.
just bicker with you about
Yeah,
it.
dang.
I'm bicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the Great Gatsby song called?
Happy Together.
Yeah,
Which
it's a
was-
cover.
Yeah, it's a cover.
Okay,
Right?
that doesn't count.
I mean, that's not what Filter is known for.
No, but that cover is like, it's a pretty big cover. It's better.
I mean, it's a
than-
good cover.
It's one of the best covers of a song.
Hmm.
You don't think so?
That might have to be.
You think
You know
the
what?
original Happy Together
Hold on a
was good?
second. Hold time out.
Mm-hmm.
I think our listening audience should weigh in on top 5 covers of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know that Happy Together makes that top 5. Just saying.
Wow.
Or you can also weigh in on Filter's top songs. Which,
He-Man Nice Shot's gonna be, if we're
yeah.
saying not covers,
yeah.
it's gonna be He-Man Nice Shot. 'Cause
No, it
even
can be the Happy Together. That's fine.
No, you're right. It's not their song.
But if that's what people think of Filter for, then
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
Please comment below.
Yeah. Comment below, people.
Yeah. They also had Take a Picture.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That was probably a broader audience, I feel like. Take a Picture.
Yeah, I feel like Take a Picture's probably the PK.
Very singable song.
It is.
Yeah. Wish we could
Why
play
don't
it,
you
but
sing the notes? The audience, huh?
yeah. Also, comment below if you want me to sing next time we talk about songs. And if you do, then I know you're a jerk because no one really wants that. So, let's see. What else do we have? Let's see.
Oh, Google's siding with you.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
Sucks to suck, bro.
It does.
Yeah,
I
dang.
already lost in the eyes of Google.
Yeah, well,
Well,
maybe.
comment below, people, though. Maybe you can correct Google.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna fix the algorithm together.
I'm not so sure we're gonna fix any algorithms today, but we'll hear what your fans think about all of that. So they end with He-Man Nice Shot,
Yeah.
come out with Happy Together,
Mm-hmm.
as I recall.
I agree.
Could be mistaken.
No, that's what I thought.
And it was good. It was a
Mhm.
really solid. His vocals, great. Myth is small enough where you get that feeling.
Yeah.
Right? We've been to a few shows there that were pretty good, but this one definitely rounded out. So then after the fact, Richard Patrick, I believe is the lead
Yes.
singer. Yeah, Richard Patrick. Came over and had a conversation with us. Right?
Yeah.
So what was that like?
That was cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember it too great because, but
You were drinking?
no. Was I?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's 2013, so I don't think I
Yeah,
was.
dang, you weren't even on any drugs then
Yeah,
either.
I wasn't.
No drinking, no drugs.
But since then.
Yeah, okay. That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was very...
He was very cool though.
Yeah.
I remember him being down to earth, chill,
Mhm.
and very, relaxed and super like, hey man.
Nice shot.
No. He's like, hey man, what's up?
Yeah.
Like, God, you came to the show and
It was interesting to me because when he came, we were actually going to get a drink.
yeah,
And
he was at the merch thing.
it was between the merch thing and where the drinks were. And
Mhm.
people weren't swarming them because some other people, security, were around
Mhm.
and kind of gave us our space.
Yeah.
And people were like, hey. But he was just there, talking with you.
Yeah.
And I think getting to know you a little bit.
Mhm.
Asked you what you thought about the set.
Yeah.
And
He asked me a lot about me.
yeah, he did get to know you,
Mhm.
which was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It was essentially both Vinny and Richard, it was set done, come over, have a
Mhm.
chat, talk about as long as up until the next band came out.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, hey, get to your seats, you know. Which is, you know, pretty cool. They didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And
there was one other disabled person there that they did not.
there was a few.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was.
I mean, you kind of,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, clearly, right?
It wasn't just a disabled thing. I feel like they were like, this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's into it. Because I mean, I could sing all the songs with them, and
Right.
yeah.
I agree. I think sometimes it starts out as I'm gonna go check this disabled box and get some karma on my side.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh no, this is actually a legit dude that I'm gonna have a conversation with. So, and you know, fast forward to some of our other times, you've gotten to know people for, you know, it started off maybe as a check in the box, but you got to have some recurring visits with a lot
Yeah.
of, and became friends with some pretty famous people. So
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe Vinny's out there being like, man, that's a dad I want to hang out with. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then Everclear comes back up,
Oh yeah.
right? And
I didn't remember that.
that they came back out to, they closed.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Dang, bro. Yeah, they had the acoustic set, but that was a special.
I thought they were before Sponge. Okay.
Sponge opened, then it was Filter, and then
Oh, I remember it correctly now.
yeah, and then Everclear.
Now that you
closed.
say it, it's back to normal in my brain.
Yeah. Is there other things we should get back to normal in your brain during
Probably.
this episode?
Yeah.
Or-
Shake. Do like a Bart Simpson thing.
Yeah, right.
I'll strangle you.
So Everclear comes out, they do their set, and then come and thank you for coming out to the show.
Yeah.
And you know, we're right up front, so they're, you know, coming across the stage, you know, interacting with fans. But the way the Myth set up was they could also interact with the part that was partitioned. Usually it's partitioned off and you're behind something like your First Ave example, but not here. You're up front, and when they come over and they're going to do a riff in front of somebody, you guys get a little bit of the juice, right? So
that's the best part about the Myth.
that was,
Yeah.
Now it's predominantly, let's say, a more diverse set where they have like Hispanic nights and Asian shows, and definitely represents that area a little bit differently. So I think the Armory is probably the place now that's trying to get more shows like the Myth had. But anyways, so
Haven't been there yet.
the Armory,
Oh, I seen at the Armory.
yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look
What was
through
Crash
our
Test
tickets.
Dummies?
That was at the,
That was
like a
fancy
theater.
thing.
was at one of our theaters.
Yeah, that was a fancy
Yeah,
theater.
I've seen them twice at
It
theaters.
had a giant ramp going down to the
Yeah.
front.
Yeah, kind of sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing that's in this little shadow box here, we got the ticket. Everclear autographed some stuff. Filter brought over this Access lanyard that one of their dudes was wearing. They were like, "Hey, give me that. It's gonna go to this guy."
Yeah.
And then they autographed that.
They
So.
kicked him out after.
No, they didn't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I made that up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
made that
No,
up,
that's
I
a good
should
one.
say.
Yeah. Funny though.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, all in all, I think that was a very memorable concert, and I'm glad it wasn't your last.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, good job on that.
Yeah.
You tried your best to have it be your last, but yeah, no, kept you going.
Yep.
So, pivot then to our nurse chat.
Yeah.
Right? I know there was something that you wanted to talk about today. There was something that I thought I had shed a light on today as well. But do you want to go ahead and go first?
Okay. Well, one of the things that I've always liked is that I can notice when I've got a veteran nurse
All right, veteran of.
of the military.
Okay. Right.
Because I can tell, because here's the key things. Hearing, not so great. We do not protect the hearing of our military service members very well. In all ages of military veterans, none of them have good hearing.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's terrible,
Yeah.
and it's true.
Yeah.
So, if you're in the government,
Yeah, and you're happen to be listening to
having
this
to listen to this
podcast.
podcast, shame on you and fix it up.
Yeah, right. There was that 3M lawsuit, though.
Yeah.
Right. So, get your disability rating up. Get those lawsuit ducats from 3M, and for those of you currently serving, protect your ears.
Yeah.
Because when you come out and you're a nurse, come again? What? Huh? Or just nothing? What else about our vets, JR?
They are very good at negotiating.
Oh, okay.
So if I don't want to do something, they're like, well, let's talk about it.
Mm.
And other people are either just like, no, okay, fine. Or they're like, no, you need to do it because I say and I'm the law. And it's like, that's not how you get somebody to do something.
Right.
And veterans know that if they want to get you to do something that you might not want to do, if it's for your best interest, it's not a hard thing to convince someone of sometimes. Or at least with me, if someone can tell me why it's in my best interest to do something, I'm a lot more likely to be like, all right, yeah, man, you're right, I should do it.
Right.
Just the fact that they care enough that they want me to do something that's in my best interest is normally enough to make me be like, all right, I'll do it. But, and veterans seem to get that, I've noticed. They seem to be really good negotiators.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. What else about the vets?
They're on time.
Hey, you got to be on time.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like going from shift to shift. That usually, in normal circumstances, the person before you, person after you, like you can't switch off unless someone's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it can just mess up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? And then a lot of times we're planning stuff around shifts, right? So being timely is super important.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're on time. Another thing that I noticed is they're very good at, what was it that I was going to say?
No, I know a couple.
Okay.
Managing supplies.
Yes.
Man, so many are bad at it, right? And they're able to go in and look at, we have a system of like how many you should have, the likelihood you're going to use these. They're not afraid to order supplies or communicate to the person who has to order supplies. I think most of the vets that you've had working for you, they took charge of the supplies.
Yeah.
You don't want to run out of something.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And I remember what I was going to say.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you. He bought me some time. Yeah. So what I was going to say is they are good at taking charge when they need to.
Okay.
And that kind of goes along with how you said they took charge of supplies. I feel like sometimes people just in general are afraid to be like, all right, I need to be the leader in this situation. And I feel like the military must make a lot of strong leaders, because I've seen people that I wouldn't normally see as strong leaders know that it's time to take leadership, and they do it. So even, I'm with a lot of disabled people. Like a lot of my friends are disabled, and the place where I live has disabled people. And I've had veteran nurses be like, all right, this guy next to me is disabled. His nurse is not doing well. I need to take charge and help this other guy out. Not their role, it's not their job, but, Butters, for example, I've seen him be, they asked him, hey, we need help because we don't know how to open an oxygen tank. And so Butters was like, here, I know how to do it, I'll help you. And so, that's just an example of, yeah.
They understand standardized work too. They would come in and have, their program down. They would also have some flexibility to what what your plans were for the day, and they were able to incorporate what your thoughts of what your shift should look like and what they needed to get done in the shift.
Oh yeah.
And then it
for
was
sure.
like, you know,
Mhm.
boom, 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 right?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I mean, I would have said that too. I just can't think of those words, you know.
Well, that's why I get paid
So
the big
yeah,
bucks.
I'm like, dude,
Or the
yeah.
medium bucks, anyways. You get paid no bucks, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Some of the downfalls, though, hearing was one of them.
Yeah.
Bill and Truman,
Yeah.
bring them to a movie. They're
Those guys
struggling.
are struggling.
They're
to stay
struggling to
awake.
stay awake. Yeah, they're like, man, guys, they can't hear anything. Dark. It's rough, you know.
It's just like that might be an old guy thing.
It could have been an old guy thing too.
I think, I don't know, like a veteran thing. That might just be an
Yeah.
old guy thing.
I stay awake at movies.
You're not 60 yet.
No.
You'll
Give it
get
time.
there. Give it time.
I did take a nap yesterday though. It was pretty nice. It's hot out though, so get off.
Yeah.
I mowed the lawn in the heat. It was
Oh, yeah, you have to nap after being in that heat.
yeah, it was pretty rough. But all in all, no, our vets have been pretty good, and I'd say the big ones were you've already highlighted in the other two podcasts, Butters and Mike, but Bill and Truman were really two of our better nurses.
Yeah.
And I wish that, you know, there was maybe a better pathway for and support for the military to come in to, you know, do your type of work. I think that's just one of those pipelines where I see, you know, highly capable people who've seen some stuff a lot of the times would benefit, like it'd be a mutual benefit for you guys to work together.
Yeah.
You know, and I just don't see the pipeline. Certainly I see that there's a need on your side.
Yeah.
I also feel like, you know, with how many are unemployed, that there's probably a need your way, and it's kind of a bummer that we haven't figured out how to make that linkage work. You know,
Yeah, I
with
mean,
the-
right
with the
now
system.
they have to do RN school, just like none of those credits. And I talked to different nurses about this, and a lot of them are LPNs that came out because the credits just don't transfer anymore.
Yeah, it's a gap, you know. So if you're in the government and you're looking for some advocates to help fill this shortage, you know, Jaron, I got some great ideas. And that vet pipeline, they're some of the best, and I think it goes and it's beneficial both ways.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah.
Definitely.
And the other thing I was going to talk about today around the nursing side, so I'd say that's the good nurse highlight
Yes.
of the show, right? Is you know, kudos to Bill and Truman for being, you know, being vets, but also really tremendous nurses for you.
Yeah.
Bill was even part of your graduation,
Yeah,
which was pretty crazy.
that was.
Bill got to graduate with you. Yeah, he was down there sitting through the hours in Mariucci Arena
Yeah,
while you were as high as you've ever been.
I was so high.
Yeah.
That value.
Yeah, it was post spinal fusion, 7 months in the hospital.
Had kidney stones.
Yeah, you were still pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't come home with wound vacs.
No.
No, so that was good. But it was pretty.
I had kidney stones too.
Yeah, you were still getting used to life again.
Yeah.
New life. So, but yeah, kudos to those guys. They were really tremendous nurses for you. On the flip side, we haven't talked about just when you came home from the hospital, you had always had PCAs, but it wasn't full time in the house. You know, between your mom or I, we had pretty good coverage, and then, you know, we had Chase fill, your uncle Chase fill a lot of those hours. And then as he shifted out, we had student experience, so it was people relatively close to your age.
Mhm.
But then you went into this hospital, got the trach, and then needed 24-hour nursing. So when you came home, we had to build essentially a staff to be with you 24/7.
Yeah.
And a couple of crazy things about that is when there's open shifts, parents are filling in those shifts, and at the start it was your hours were mostly RN hours, and it wasn't even LPN hours. And whatever was an LPN hour, you had a PIC line in, and the LPNs couldn't give you the drugs that you needed, but we could give you the drugs that you needed. And it's like, well,
This person's way more qualified than me.
right. And lucky for you, I'm not an idiot, but kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Not sure how that whole system's supposed to work, but you've got these guidelines where LPNs can't do this, or we're not going to take those credits. Sometimes it's, that just makes sense here, people.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, you come in, you come home
Mhm.
7 months later, and you've got 24/7 nursing.
Yeah.
And now we're getting used to having nurses in the house.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird, right? It's weird for you. It was weird for us.
Mhm.
Like, there's people always here, always watching.
Mhm.
Yeah, and part of that is your needs were higher, right?
Yeah.
Certainly at that point.
Yeah.
But then we have to find a balance of, when do you get to be you and have your own time? What does that
Yeah.
look like without putting you in danger? And then for me, when they're giving you your time, where do they go so that I can have my time,
Mhm.
right? And one of the stories I'd share about this is there was a time when I was single during you being at home, and the nurses were here,
Yeah.
right? And you were still getting antibiotics, and I had to dose those anytime you had LPN.
Yeah.
And man, my sleep has always been broken since you were a
Yeah.
kid and needing rolling around and stuff. But
Mhm.
and I'm working full time, so I would get up in the middle of the night, come give you your meds, try and go back to sleep. Oh, what a mess, right? But and then usually I just sleep in my boxers,
Mhm.
and then I had to be like, oh, do I have to put on, socks and shorts and shirt, and what a hassle.
Yeah.
And but it's something that I thought about, right?
Yeah.
So like if it was just you and I would just pop on down there and try and get back to bed as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But with nurses in the house, it's like you can't be rolling out of there in your thong. I don't wear thongs, but if I did.
I'm just kidding. I'm making that up.
But when you're at your own home, you should be able to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that was definitely an impact. So
Mhm.
there was a time where we had an incident where one of the nurses got a little spicy with me, and not spicy like yelling at me, spicy where I'm like, are you like coming on to me here or what?
Yeah.
We'll just say Nurse K.
Okay.
Yeah. And for those out there who might think that's a good thing, definitely was not a good thing. One, you're here to do work, and two, nope, not in my target area, I'll say. She was actually pretty crazy also.
Yeah.
Like definitely.
Crazy lady.
Yeah, a crazy lady. Of the people you've had. Like emotional on GR all the time, where like if GR didn't do something, like she'd let you have it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what the heck is going on down there? You're just trying to survive. You like didn't want to like get drained or something.
Yeah.
Because you had the Mickey at the time,
Oh, yeah.
which was how you got food,
Mhm.
which caused you a lot of discomfort.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd like pass on that, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, it was pretty rough. And then I'm like, geez, what do I do with that? I didn't like having open shifts, because then it was, I was working day shift then a night shift,
Yeah.
only getting maybe a few hours of sleep before going into work. Um, but yeah, that was super awkward and really made me uncomfortable. Where I'm like, dang, you know, and not like I'm buff or anything. I mean, I was in better shape probably back then. But, you know, I was just at least putting on shorts and then coming down and giving you some meds and trying to get up. But then I'm like, I had to start wearing pajamas. What a catastrophe, right? What's it been like for you? You know, getting used to that. That one for me was real tough, and I had to have conversation with management and be like, listen, I don't know what this is all about, but you know, I don't know if we switch homes or have a talk with this person, but it was really awkward because it was like harassment at work, you know.
Yeah.
But in my own home, you know,
Yeah.
there was like no solitude. You know, there was no place to go.
Yeah.
And the ramifications are, you know, the conflict caused open shifts. So it was like, man, that really sucked.
Yeah.
You know, so what has that transition been like for you?
Well, I mean, I think the no solitude thing is definitely hard.
Yeah.
There's no place for me to escape it.
Yeah.
Other than in my own head. But I'm pretty good at that.
You've gotten better over time. It's definitely been
Yeah.
a learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, elaborate more.
So, you know, I always have nurses, and, you know, I moved out since then, so now it's only my problem really most of the time, which is nice. You know, I don't, because even if my dad, you know, and everyone that is around me, they don't like shit on me for having nurses, but I still feel bad, you know, having them have to worry about these things. And so I get that. I like that I have the burden is solely mine now for most of the time. And I really like that. I appreciate that. But at the same time, there is no break from some of the chaos that comes with having nurses. Because a lot of the people are just, they're people.
Yeah.
And people...
Do people stuff.
Yeah.
They're a cliquey bunch.
Yeah.
And like hens.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a cluck of hens together.
It's gonna be...
Hens cluck. Yeah, right. I'm glad you brought that up, JR, because I remember you coming to me being like, I'm going to move out. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I never thought you were going to move out. No offense, but
Yeah.
I just thought it was so limited on where you could go or how that would look. But you were pretty adamant about that. And we leveraged some of the county resources, and you did a lot of the lifting in that and kind of came to me with a proposal, and then it was like, oh wow, JR's serious, you know, let's figure this out. And you know, how I saw that time going was I was filling a lot of shifts, and it was hard for us. I wasn't a dad anymore. It was just another worker, burnt out worker, you know, and caused a lot of strife, which, you know, like, man, I don't want to live like that. You know, it's just like a rough house. We were definitely just trying to survive. And I'm like, man, I don't know how this is gonna work, but dude, you did it. That's pretty dope.
It is.
So it's kind of like I mean, you've had some pretty elite like accomplishments, but moving out was pretty good.
That's a good one.
Top tier. More top tier than Happy Together. Like, I think if people also voted on like top tier accomplishments, it would do better than Happy Together. Maybe top. Other than like, no, sepsis survivals statistically
Statistically
probably the best.
I agree.
Especially the second one is like, moving out probably slides into third then. Feel free to comment. You know, what has been some of JR's greatest accomplishments. Your reign as like MDA ambassador was pretty legit at the time too. That's a good one. You wanted to be a Caesar of of MDA ambassadorship.
That was cool.
That was a good run. But let me think what else. So as you're talking about you know, the whole move out thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you took it upon yourself, and
I'm happy that I did it. I got to meet a lot of cool people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and living in a group home.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you still have some of the same stuff, but you haven't had any really whole, knock on wood, open shit. You have shared care.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer, but
Whatever.
not as bad as,
Having to have your parents do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like every week, all the
Yeah,
time.
that sucked.
Yeah, that did suck. And now we get to do fun stuff like this.
Yeah.
Or like yesterday, just go to a movie.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, I mean, you and I are able to do something almost every weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's
Yeah.
not like,
Not
Just-
like, oh, let's do something because we have to, because we're stuck
yeah,
with each other.
that's right.
We get to choose to be with each other.
Right. And it's not like, oh, we have to survive for 8 hours after I just spent 10 at work, you know? So, yeah, pretty
Mhm.
crazy stuff.
It is pretty crazy.
So, yeah, I think that's a good highlight for the nurses. Maybe with a little bit of our last time, last weekend, my birthday weekend,
Mm-hmm.
as per usual, Summer Nationals car show,
Yep.
we drudged you out.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, so
I got to ride in the what is it, Durango?
my Durango, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, so
I like
Knuckles,
the Durango.
Knuckles the Echidna,
Yep.
also Knuckles the Durango.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Knuckles has third row seating.
Yep.
I'm able to put those seats down, and then you sequestered from your buddy Howie. May he rest
Yes.
in peace.
A wheelchair that I asked the family if I could borrow from time to time, and they said I could borrow it until people come to take it back, and those people must have forgotten about it because
Yeah.
they haven't come to take it back yet.
In the meantime, we're working on getting you a manual chair,
Yep.
and it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So you've been working really hard
Mm-hmm.
on being able to build that strength up to sit in regular chair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy to
And
me.
that all started because I sat in a Corvette at camp.
Yeah, so like not MDA camp, you aged out of that, but
Yeah.
there's another camp that you go to in the summer.
Littlehelp.org.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, cool plug.
Yeah, nice plug for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Which also reminds me, I will add to the comments here and also post on Facebook a link to our MDA Muscle Walk page.
Okay, cool.
Yep, so we've got the Muscle Walk going September 13th, which is conveniently a day after your birthday.
Yep.
So Saturday morning in St. Louis Park at Wolf, I think it's Wolf Park,
Okay.
is the Muscle Walk. So when we post the link, feel free to donate, or if you want to come and spend some time with us in the walk, happy to do both, or either. You know, don't have to give anything, just walk around with us
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and support people with neuromuscular disorders. And the money goes to great, like it's awesome.
Yeah.
And over the time, I put a picture on our fundraising page of you from Muscle Walk. Was our actual first MDA event. I don't know if you
Okay.
remember that or not.
No.
Yeah. So it was definitely great. But here we are. I think that was 2012.
Okay.
So 13 years later, we're here. No, 2008 is when it was.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
17 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Almost. That's like way more than half my life.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah. So, Muscle Walk, bro.
Yeah.
Um,
Do it.
You got to
It's
do it,
fun.
right? It is fun. But what else was fun is so you worked your way up and got to go to a car show.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, the Summer Nationals at the fairgrounds. So.
Yeah, and I went with my buddy, and it was cool. Getting to hang out with him. I went with my dad, and
Yeah.
It's
Oh
cool,
yeah.
you
So
know.
you guys took your actual handicap van.
mhm.
You guys came down on Saturday with
Yeah,
Butters and his kids.
yeah,
So that was fun.
yep,
But that was like a stroll through because it's melting
Yeah.
hot out. But then Sunday you spent most of the time there. You closed her down.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool, you know. The only cars I know, I gotta be honest, are ones that had Hot Wheels of growing up.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I can't pick up a car and look under it and see the name of it.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No.
Yeah,
Huh.
but
So now you're like, it's been so long since you've been. You're like, that one's got a pretty paint job, Dad. Or like stuff like that. Is that what you felt like?
Yep,
Oh, dang. That's rough.
it is.
Huh. Well, that just means you got to get out more.
Yeah.
Now that you've got the Howie Mobile, throw you in the back of the Durgo and we can roll around.
Sounds good.
I was thinking we could do live from, but when you're in the manual chair, we're gonna have to figure out some sort of like walking stick or something because I can't push you and
hold the thing.
do the live and.
Or have me hold it, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. So we'll have to like create a mount off your mount.
Yeah.
Here to do a live event, but people might like that too.
I think they would.
Yeah, so they'll take a look and hear your judgment, and yeah, that way it doesn't have to be so long between podcasts, right?
Yeah.
We can probably record from some of the stuff that we're doing and just get a little blurb in for people, you know?
I think that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Comment below what you want to see us do.
Yeah, that'd be great. Jared's just trying to watch them be like, say outrageous
Absurd
things.
things.
Yeah, that they
That's
want
what
to
I
see you
want.
doing. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
not taking you to whatever. Psh,
No, come on,
I
people
feel
say
like.
some outrageous things.
Or how about say legitimate things?
Okay.
Go to the water, like Minnehaha waterfall.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something stupid.
Oh, well,
Like a
I
water
probably
park.
have for like an hour.
Yeah,
already.
right. I thought you were gonna say water park. I'm like, what? Yeah, you started crying as they push him into the water.
Probably. I mean, you could probably use it. Good show today, JR.
Yeah,
Anything
thank
you
you.
want to leave our listeners with?
I think, you know, something that I've been doing a lot is being grateful for stuff. And I know I talk about that all the time, but I think, you know, while we end this, think about something you're grateful for.
Yeah.
Is there something you're grateful for?
You know, I started doing this at work because my days have been so busy starting the new position. I started to think about on my way into work, you know, whose day am I going to make? Like, be intentional about helping someone have a good day.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't take a lot. And I interact with so many people in my day now.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe it's like, well, something happened yesterday, so I'm gonna lift someone up on something good they did, or maybe it was a bad day for them, and I'm gonna go in and be like, you know what, we got this. So I've been trying to do that, and then even for myself, I've been trying to close the day on reflecting on like, what's one good thing I did today.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit different, but still, I think it's a variation of like, how do you live with grace, right? So, or gratitude. So anyways, that's kind of where I've been at.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So you can wake up and be like, whose day am I going to make today?
Yeah.
And it's not intended to be your day.
It can be sometimes.
It can be sometimes.
But not every day.
But not every day. That's right. So, all right. Be cool, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.